Morning. Good morning. Microphones. Hello, everyone. My name is Martha, and I have the absolute delight of serving as your Director of Religious Education. This is the part of our service that is specifically designed with our children and our young people in mind. So children of our congregation, I invite you to come up if you want to and sit right here with me. You want to sit down right here to share a story together. Come on forward. This is your moment. Hello. Hello. Go ahead and sit down right here. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Hello. All right. So today in worship, our grown-ups are going to be talking about what is at the center of our faith. This means they're going to talk a little bit about our history. Grown-ups, buckle up. So I have a little history story to tell you from our own Unitarian Universalist history. So our two faith ancestors, the Unitarians and the Universalists, when they decided to come together and create one faith, they wrote a covenant similar to how we do in our classes. And together, they wrote 6 principles that were things that they promised to each other that they could agree on. 6 principles. Does that sound like what we have now? What do you guys think? Yeah? Not quite. We're missing something. What is missing? Worship. Absolutely. Principles are not worship. It's true. If we have 6 principles, what are we missing? Grown-ups? The 7th principle. The 7th principle. Now, does anybody, kids or grown-ups, remember what that one is about? The web of all existence. Yeah. The interdependent web. This is the one that's about stewardship and taking care of our earth and each other and knowing that all beings are connected. So this principle has a special history in our faith that is different from the other ones. In the 1960s, there were UU women who felt that the principles didn't represent them. First, the principles had some language that said the brotherhood of all men. And some people didn't feel that they were included in this brotherhood of all men. Surprise, surprise. Also, many of these women and folks on the margins felt that at the center of their spirituality was an understanding of how connected we all are to each other. And they wanted that idea to be reflected in our principles. These women were lay women, which meant they were not religious professionals or ministers. They were members of the church who worked hard to make their community what it was. Maybe they were the people who made coffee on Sunday morning. Maybe they were the people who taught RRE classes. So they started organizing in their churches and talking to each other and reaching out and saying, are you feeling the way that I'm feeling about these principles? Do you feel that they recognize and reflect you too? And they found they had similar experiences. One of these women was named Lucille Longview. Now, Lucille started talking to people in her church, and she decided that she would get some women together and some ministers, and they would go to the annual conference of our faith called General Assembly, and they would propose some new language for the principles, including, and a minister proposed this too, a new 7th principle about our interconnected web. So they brought this language to the body of our faith that makes some important decisions. And there was a lot of debate. Us UUs are famous for our liking of lots of debate. But when they proposed the 7th principle about interconnectedness and our planet, almost nobody got up to stand at the mic. Very unusual for our UU decision-making. And the women knew that this reflected that many people in their communities felt that interconnectedness was an important part of their spirituality. So there have always been movements of people in our faith saying, who are we together collectively? What do we believe? What do we value as a people? And pushing our faith in a new direction. Movements that come from the ground up in our churches, that reach the top. As we are learning more about the world, we are learning more about each other and our values and who we want to be. And our faith is learning about us too. All right. So today we are going to go to our classes. So children, it is time to depart with me. If you will follow me right down this hallway, and we'll make a line and we'll go to our classes this morning. Thank you very much.